After the 1953 coup that toppled Iran's elected Prime Minister, Dr. Mohammad Mossadegh, silence fell. The Shah ruled with an iron fist. Savak, his secret police, crushed all dissent. But on September 6, 1965, three young Muslim university graduates, Mohammad Hanif Nejad, Saeed Mohsen, and Ali Asghar Badizadegan, dared to defy. They founded the People's Mojahedin Organization of Iran, the MEK. Their vision, a democratic republic rooted in tolerance, rejecting dictatorship and extremism. In 1972, the Shah executed the MEK's founders. Following a massive international campaign, only one survived, Masoud Rajavi, who carried the torch of resistance. In 1979, Iranians rose for freedom. But Khomeini betrayed that hope, replacing one tyranny with another. The MEK warned of repression of women, minorities, and all opposition. The regime struck hard, burning MEK newspapers, raiding offices, killing supporters, but the movement grew stronger. On June 20th, 1981, 500,000 marched in Tehran for democracy. The regime opened fire. Many were killed. A reign of terror began. But the resistance endured. In 1981, the National Council of Resistance of Iran was born. In 1985, Maryam Rajavi became co-leader of the MEK, a giant leap for women's leadership. Today, a council of 1,000 women leads the movement, inspiring millions across Iran. By 1986, NCRI and MEK Call for Peace gained domestic and global recognition.
As the chairman of the National Council of Resistance and the representative of People's Mojahedin of Iran, I requested from the President of Iraq through Mr. Aziz, the Foreign Minister, to stop bombing against our cities and innocent civilians. Then on 11th of February, I repeated the same request again through the Embassy of Iraq here in Paris. Yesterday morning, I received the answer, a letter from Mr. Aziz. He said the President of Iraq accepted to cut all sorts of bombing on Iranian cities and civilians for 1 week.
In 1987, the MEK formed the National Liberation Army. They forced Khomeini to accept a ceasefire in the Iran-Iraq War. In 1988, over 30,000 political prisoners, mostly MEK members, were massacred in Iran based on a fatwa by Khomeini, a crime against humanity still awaiting justice. In exile, they endured brutal assaults, 4 ground attacks by Iraqi forces and Iran's Quds Force, and 3 missile strikes by regime proxies. 140 MEK members were killed. Blacklisted to appease Tehran, the MEK fought back and won. Courts in Europe and the US cleared their name. Governments were forced to delist them. By 2016, after years of deadly attacks in Iraq, thousands of MEK members relocated to Albania. In Ashraf III, they built a modern city, a symbol of resilience and hope. Since 2014, inside Iran, MEK's resistance units have risked their lives to spark protests and uprisings. Outside Iran, tens of thousands rally for freedom. It was the MEK who first exposed the regime's secret nuclear weapons program, its global terror networks, and its missile and drone projects. These revelations shook the world, and to this day, the MEK remains the #1 concern of the mullahs in Tehran. Across the world, lawmakers in the US Congress, the UK, Europe, and beyond have stood with the Iranian resistance. Bipartisan resolutions, cross-party statements, and global gatherings have recognized the MEK and NCRI as the democratic alternative to the regime. Looking ahead, the MEK and NCRI have laid out a 10-point plan. A non-nuclear republic based on the separation of religion and state, freedom of speech and belief, gender equality, equal rights for all nationalities, and peace in the Middle East. This is the vision of a free Iran. For 6 decades, the MEK has been the leading force of democratic change. Today, Iran's brave younger generation, through their protests and resistance units, echo that call. Their defiance shows the world that the torch of freedom burns stronger than ever. 60 years on, the MEK stands as Iran's longest, strongest movement for freedom. For over 120 years, Iranians have fought for liberty, and the MEK has carried that banner for half the journey. Born in sacrifice, sustained by resilience, driven by hope, its mission endures. 60 years of struggle toward a free Iran.